The Negev, as rich and vibrant as the Bible itself. Each rock and grain of sand, part of God's epic story of creation, judgment, and redemption. The backdrop for the Bible from the time of Abraham to Joshua. Their footsteps through history, now meticulously preserved for the modern-day pilgrim to enjoy. For visitors to Israel, an essential first stop, as what trip to the Promised Land is complete without first journeying through the historic desert. Join us now for a journey through the Negev, a journey through time. Our biblical tour begins in Beersheba. If Jerusalem is the heart of Israel, then Beersheba is undoubtedly the womb, for it was here that the lineage of the Jewish people was established. The name Beersheba means well of the seven, or well of the oath. It was given by Abraham himself after making a covenant with Abimelech, the Philistine king. Today, a well like the one Abraham swore he dug can be visited in this city. Pivotal moments in history took place in this area. It was to the wilderness of Beersheba that Hagar and Ishmael were sent to wander, and it was here that Abraham returned after God spared his son Isaac. Later, it would be the home for Isaac's son Jacob, making it the only city mentioned in the Bible that was at one time the residence for all three Israeli patriarchs. Our next stop is the shore of the Dead Sea, a stark reminder of the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. Many visitors flock to this pillar of salt in particular, reminiscent for some of the story of Lot's wife, who was turned to salt after looking back at the destruction of the two cities. No story set in the Negev is more famous than the 40-year wanderings of the Israeli people. Today, Timna Park is home to the Ohel Moed, a life-size recreation of the tabernacle used by the Israelis as their place of worship during their desert years. Visitors to this exact replica can walk through the model and imagine themselves in Moses' day. From the altar and showbread to the Holy of Holies, visiting this tent of meeting in the desert will be an unforgettable experience. Like Isaac and Jacob before him, a young David spent time in the Negev before becoming king. Deb Sor Stream was the site of David's battle against the Amalekite people. The book of 1 Samuel tells how the young warrior destroyed the Amalekites after they raided the Negev. David's journey also took him to a true oasis in the desert, En-Gedi National Park, used by King Solomon in the Song of Songs as a metaphor for its beauty. En-Gedi offers visitors refreshing springs to admire and to swim in. Also, caves to explore, like David once did, as he hid from a jealous King Saul. Tel Beersheba offers Bible historians a glimpse of what life was like in the time of the Kingdom of Judah. Fast forward through history, and you arrive on the ancient spice route. Once, caravans of merchants used this trail to carry spices and perfumes from Petra all the way to Gaza. Along the way are remnants of church history. Ovdat, Mamshit, and Nelis near Dimona are all home to churches from the Byzantine period. The structures served as houses of worship to Christians dating back to the 1st century. While in Ovdat, the Ein Ovdat spring is a beautiful reminder of God's faithfulness, even amongst the harsh landscape. In the city of Susia is a great temple from the 2nd century. Inside is a spectacular mosaic from artisans past. The Susia area is home to many ancient synagogues. But the only remaining synagogue in the world from the 2nd Temple period is on Mount Masada. Overlooking the Dead Sea, Masada is a 1st century fortress. An early morning hike or cable car ride makes for a spectacular sunrise and is a rite of passage for all visitors to the Holy Land. Afterwards, take a tour of the painstakingly restored fortress and learn the tragic history that makes it one of Israel's most important sites. There are many ways to see the sights in the Negev. Sfinat Hamidbar is the perfect spot to go camel riding, the transportation of choice for our biblical forefathers. For those who prefer two wheels, Ha'arava is a good place to go bike riding. Or, if four wheels is more your speed, Jeep tours are available throughout the desert. However you travel, you'll find countless places to eat and shop, an array of cuisines, crafts, music, and dance brought by returning Jews from around the world. And kids will love Na'amah's farm, where they can tend to the flock and even learn the arts of making cheese and pita bread. Military historians will be eager to pay tribute at several monuments to war heroes past, from the Chatzerim Air Force Museum to the site of the crucial battle won by the brave Anzac soldiers who liberated Beersheba and paved the way for the eventual liberation of Jerusalem. Also, the Brigade Monument from Israel's War of Independence in 1948, which resulted in IDF soldiers taking back the Negev, stretching from Beersheba to Eilat. Lest you think the Negev is relegated only to the history books, take a visit to the house of modern Israel's first prime minister. Ben-Gurion's cabin is now open to the public, but was once the home to David and Paula Ben-Gurion. Like Abraham before him, reborn Israel's forefather also drew his inspiration from the Negev and made it his escape from politics and bureaucracy. Ben-Gurion's legacy now lives on at the university bearing his name in Beersheba. There, Israel's next generation of leaders and students from around the world prepare for the future. And that future is now in the Negev region. See firsthand some of the world's most cutting-edge technological facilities, solar plants, development centers for modern desert agriculture, and one of the world's most advanced high-tech parks. Truly, the prophecies of Psalm 126 are being fulfilled before our very eyes. God is restoring the fortunes of his people with streams of living water right here in the Negev. We invite you to see these miraculous events on your next journey to God's holy land, the Negev. Let the Bible be your guide.